there's a good thing. It's rotating.
What was in the skies and why did it downward was treasured sites in Christianity?
There's a new belief in something proof for UFO form of a bright light is descending over the dome of the rock of Jerusalem.
All right. Welcome to Goof On, everybody. It is Saturday in the UK. I'm your lovely host this evening, Rich Giordano. It is Saturday, the 14th, 2022. How the hell are you? Are you enjoying your weekend? Right dab in the middle. Smack dab in the middle of all the controversy. All the exciting and other things. I don't know. I don't have it. I can't think right now. Oh, man. There shouldn't be a show right now, but there is. I don't know what I'm doing. And the reason I say that, just the sleep issue thing. Yeah, I just wish I would fall asleep when it's still dark out and then wake up when it's light out. I don't like falling asleep when it's light out, waking up and it's light out. At least maybe the sun changes. Anyway, I haven't been up that long. I think I woke up, I gotta do a show, and put it up on the thing an hour ago. Yeah, that's right. I woke up at 3:45. That's right. I think it was around 3:45. So I just finished eating. I brushed my teeth and put a hat on. Hair and makeup came over. Obviously, I downloaded this thing to fix this issue with the camera. And it didn't work. It didn't work. I don't know, man. I don't know how to fix it. I thought I just did. I downloaded the software, so this wouldn't happen. I don't know. Maybe I have to wear a different colored shirt. Maybe the dark shirts, it doesn't focus. It's like trying to see, because it does look like I only have a head and arms sometimes. It is weird, isn't it? Especially at night. Yeah, at night it's weird. But yeah, so that's the story. It's if I seem a little sluggish, that's a good word right there, sluggish, for the way I feel. It is sluggish. I feel almost intoxicated, but without the intoxication. Yeah, that's what it's like. Hey, Zen Master Me with $2 super sticker. That is super generoso and the first one of the day. So for that, and Saturday in the UK. Welcome to Goof On, everybody. That's right, Zen Master Me. You're the first super chatter of the day. It's Saturday with a super sticker. And go all those that come after you. Mucho gusto, generoso. Grazie. A continuing supporter of Goof On. Oh, you know what? Holy crap, Joshua Godson, member Joshua Godson, the $20 super guy. He's used this for $4.20. Come on. Of course. It goes without saying. Where do you think all these funds go to? Without the $4.20, just fill in the blank. Yeah. That is a really nice and generous super chat, by the way. This early. Well, that's right. It's 5 o'clock. For you, Joshua Gods. Thanks, member. Joshua Godson with a $20 super chat says use this before 20 ago. All over seeds. I like that. All over seeds. Seeds on seeds. Thank you, Joshua Godson, member of Goof on $20 super chat. Roll call, everybody. Hairless primate. Hey, there you are. I am the slugger of sluggishness. Yeah, thank you. Welcome to the show. Member Sky Allen, welcome to the show. Lisa M. That's right, hold on. There we go. There we go. Whoops. We'll come back to that. Randall Hill Speaks. Welcome to the show. Rich Northwood. How you doing, man? Welcome to the show. Mary Jose Sproul. Welcome to the show. Member Dorothy Hawkins. Welcome to the show. Helen Crystal Energy. Welcome to the show. Hey, David. Dave Bailey. 420. Lives matter. That is true, sir. Welcome to the show. Lisa M. With a very... I want to say, and I don't normally... Nah, I'm not even going to say it. So let's figure out the emoji signal. Dancing. She's dancing. Because the show started. Green hearts. Blue stars and green diamonds. No, it's good. Me lucky charms. Then you got the blue heart for water. Then you got the black heart. Feeling a little dark today. Maybe it's cloudy where she's at. We don't know. But then we got the purple heart, which means, trust me, I'll be all right. Starts dancing again. Welcome to the show. Steve White, welcome to the show. Isn't that how you read those? Am I wrong? When you guys put emojis, isn't it telling a story? Because I usually put a bodybuilder and then an alien and then the UFO and then maybe tombstone and then a bed and then the last one another workout guide. That's not how it works. I thought it did. Kepsta, welcome to the show. Bex, welcome to the show. Mind blown over UAPs, welcome to the show. Caroline, welcome to the show. Member Moonlight, welcome to the show. Shoddy, for it. Welcome to the show. And Martha? I have a hair lip on. D. Truth Searcher. You see, this is sluggish. Oh, there's one. Wait, he's got his heart's. He's in love with an unattractive. What is that? Oh, he's in bed with an alien that he loves. Oh, I see. So the one on the ones that bookend shows the mood you're in. And then you tell the story in the middle. So you look at the bookends first, right? The heart. That says Mark is in love. He either loves a zombie that's in bed with an alien, or he's in bed with an alien zombie. I don't know. But I like it. Renee Cruzan. Welcome to the show. I have evidence that we live in a simulation matrix. You know a tune or a song that runs in your head all the time. A catchy tune. Yeah, like Happy Birthday. That is constantly stuck in your brain and turns into another song. It turns into another song. All right. I know what you meant all the way up until the song. Is it turns into another song? Because that's what I think it should say. Like, because you get that song in your head. Do, 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 do. Remember when E.T. came out? And everybody was it? Yeah. That song, I couldn't get E.T. song out of my head for some reason. It happens every year. Everybody goes through that where you can't get the song out of your head. The other day, we played the birthday song. When was it? Yesterday? For Gorilla Gamer. Happy post-birthday. Hope you made it. By the way, I couldn't get the happy birthday song out of my head. I hear somebody else in with me here. That was weird. It's almost as if there was... I just had a Darth Vader moment when he felt Luke. I haven't felt this since... Remember, what scene was that? This is a feeling I have not felt since... I think it was Obi-Wan, right? Anyway, who's at the front door? Unidentified S4's here. What's up, member? Welcome to the show. Members, the Josh and Artemis show. Welcome to the show. What's up, Geometria? Mikey, how you doing, huh? Take care of that thing over there, or what? Yeah? Akashi Chris. Welcome to the show. Hey, I like this name. Truthertainment. Huh. That is TTT. I enjoyed this. That is a very smart name. I like smart names. Triple T in the house. We'll just... Truthertainment. Welcome to the show. Maybe first time, I don't know. Maybe it's a sock account from Lou. Well, remember Mike Johnson. Hold on, you jumped on me. Welcome to the show. Akashi Chris, welcome to the show. Mr. Bala, welcome to the show. Everybody, come on. Now, I can't say hi to everybody. Welcome to the show, Ghost 8. FAP, I can. I know all yous. FAP. Welcome to the show. Brian Yates, welcome to the show. Randall Hill Speaks, just jumped on me. Welcome to the show. Tim Freestone, welcome to the show. All right. I know, it's Saturday. Come on, man. I'm sluggish. I said it earlier, for those of you just getting here. I feel sluggish. Kara Wanzer. Kara Wanzer. That is an interesting name. Like, if we went to school together, your name would never be forgotten. Just like a girl I went to school with. Her name's Christine Economopoulos. Never forget that last name, Economopoulos. It's got 5 consonants. Economopoulos. Economopoulos. 6 consonants. 6 consonants. I knew it was more than 5. I know it was at least 5. Christine Economopoulos. I used to sit behind her about 3 of the 6 classes. Are you following me? Yeah, I'm following you to my assigned seat. Welcome to the show, Kara. This is ufology, paranormal. We talk about it all here. We're Eyes to the Skies is here, everybody. Welcome to the show. Great. Stan's Cave. Makes me laugh every time. Hey, Felix Cordova. Felix the Cat. How you doing, huh? A lot of people here don't even know who Felix the Cat is, I bet. Felix the Cat. The wonderful, wonderful cat. And then I don't remember the rest. Because of the wonderful things he does. No? Well, a lot of stuff has happened this week for those of you in the UK who do not know what is going on. Because Ollie from Alien Addict, by the way, great show we did this weekend. When was it? Yesterday. Yesterday. And they say they don't get a lot of news on UFOs in the UK, and I find that interesting. But then you look at the map of UFOs reported around the whole world, and the US is just lit up. I mean, it looks like the US is on fire, and the rest of the world is, a little speck here, a little campfire over there, somebody walking around with a flashlight. There's no lights anywhere like the US. We have it all over here. We've got it all. It's the land of the freaks. We're all maybe we are the only ones who are being abducted, not everybody on the planet. Hairless Goofonian primate. That is great. With a £2, £2, don't have much cash, Rich. But no, I stand with. All right, man. That's unbelievable. You made a name with Goofonian in it. It's Goofon. It's just weird to me because I still hate the name. I will always hate the name Goofon. But I love that you guys like it. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm not with you, but I'm with you. I'm glad you stand with us. And I think that is your first super chat. So with that being said, you get one of these. Thank you, hairless Goofonian primate, for the £2, £2. Don't have much cash, Rich, but stand with. And Aku! All over those who don't stand with. Thanks. Appreciate that, hairless Goofonian primate. We got a member, new member. I'm very sorry it doesn't say you became a Goofon member. I keep forgetting to get somebody to help me with that. But that is very nice of you. Jeffrey McIntyre became a member, and I think you're number 50. I'll look it up in a minute. When I'm playing this video over here for you, I'll pull it up. Thanks, man. I think you're number 50 member. Very cool. Thank you very much. You guys, you understand I'm not going to be able to do a show every day forever. You understand that, right? I am going to take a weekend off. I may take a week off of live shows. Nah, never happened. Well, today is Saturday, but don't let the previous 5 days of the week make you feel like you missed anything. But you did. There's a lot of stuff that you may not have heard of that's been going on. And I don't really feel like talking about it anymore. That's how much we've talked about Lou. And UCR, I'm tired of saying LouCR. I'm tired of, just tired of saying Lou Elizondo. You ever get that way? In this field? Like we do it, maybe it's because I do it every day. I don't know how to take a day off. I think I might have to take tomorrow. I'm going on somebody's show. Tomorrow? No, I don't know what I'm doing. But if I am, just send me a reminder, all right? And I'll be there. Whoever it is. I can't remember. I think Lynn Wallington and I have been, well, only once, I think, or twice, trying to get on each other's shows. So that may be happening real soon. Probably in the next week. Okay, don't get mad. I know you're in the UK, some of you right now, because the show's for the UK. Who are we kidding? Like, who's watching this Saturday, 2 p.m. on the Pacific Coast? You know what? It's nice in the afternoon on a Saturday. Listening to Goof On. Hey, you could have it on in your earpods, in your earphones. What the hell's an earpod? God almighty. But the UK, you guys don't get a lot of news on UFOs. Really. From what I hear, it's far and few between. But a lot of interesting things happened this week. It was, I guess you could call it drama. I'm burnt out. I did, 5.5 hours? And I think I said Lou 98 times. 198 times. Felt like 598 times. And then Lou, and then Lou, and then you. No, not you. UCR Lou. Oh, LouCR. Oh, Lou, you. No, you know, not Elizondo. Yeah, no, Elizondo. Yeah, no, you. No. Oh. So today will be the last day. Because this is important. I'm so tired. And I slept a little bit. Don't get me wrong. I slept. I'm just still waking up. Stephen Greenstreet, and I was going to play it yesterday, but hey, yeah, Stephen Cambion came on last night. That was fun as hell. He was fired up about Luciar and Elizondo and the Felon Five, who we still don't know who they are. I'm going to pull this up. Stephen Greenstreet, nonetheless, put a video out on the Basement Files. Is that what it's called? The New York Post channel. It's the Basement Office. That's his little gig. He did a really good job on this one. I like his work. It's about AATIP and AAWSAP and everything you are so sick of hearing. But we get the most updated info. Holy shit. Huh? My browser can't access my screen. It won't let me share. It won't let me share the screens. This is what Lou said was what happened to him on UCR. Let me try it a different way. Oh my God. And I was thinking, and I didn't say anything, but I'm thinking you couldn't share your screen. And I'm now having that problem. Let's see. I got it to work. Why is it working now? Oh, thank God. I would have hated to have had to have verbalized everything I'm going to play. This is from the New York Post channel. This is totally free to play and disseminate to Goofonians worldwide. So this is the best, most updated video on the Lou saga from beginning to end. It's 43 minutes. We're going to watch the entire thing. No, we're not. We can't do that. We just can't. Can we? Well, I'm starting at 2:11. We're going to just go through this periodically since it is fair use. We're lucky that we're allowed to do this. And I hope this will shed light on who's Lou Elizondo. This really depicts everything I said about him and everything we saw from him. It's amazing, this Stephen Greenstreet piece. I really enjoyed it, not because it was Lou Els. It was just done well. You'll see in Go.
Information that was originally reported. In 2007, at the behest of Senator Harry Reid, the Pentagon, via the Defense Intelligence Agency, created a UFO program called the Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program, or AATIP. The first director of AATIP was a person whose name wasn't reported and who remained unknown. The next director of AATIP was Luis Elizondo, a counterintelligence official at the Pentagon who by now has become the face of the whole story. AATIP was funded with $22 million. The Pentagon awarded the $22 million to Bigelow Aerospace Advanced Space Studies, or BASS. Bass was contracted to perform AATIP's UFO research and investigation. Bass was founded by millionaire and longtime Harry Reid financial supporter Robert Bigelow. Bigelow's been hunting UFOs his whole life. Within the Bass team was Hal Puthoff, a former member of the Church of Scientology who claims to be a psychic who can predict the future.
Say what? Wait, what? When I heard that, I was like, I forgot. I'm like, oh my God, that's right. Hal Puthoff. Why I never bring this up? I stopped bringing it up. I guess I talked about it so much. Yeah, that's true. I mean, this guy has always been all of them have been interested in UFOs since they were kids. You know what I mean? You know what I want to say, right? They were abducted when they were 5 or 6. No, that's not what I want to say. What do I want to say? That they're using the government and the government's funding, access, to find the truth out about UFOs. What's so bad about that? Nothing wrong with that. It's just taxpayer dollars to figure out what's going on in the skies. Yes, there's more than one sky. I learned that today. That's why I said skies and not sky. Did you know there's more than one sky? See this guy? All right.
During the Cold War, Puthoff was involved in the CIA's Project Stargate, which attempted to create psychic spies that could use paranormal powers to fight the Russians. Stargate was shut down after not achieving this goal.
I mean, don't you think that's amazing? That is truly amazing. Oh, I love that stuff, man. I mean, how can you not like hearing all this stuff, man? Trying to look at good old Hal Puthoff. He looks like an alien.
Involved in the CIA's Project Stargate, which attempted to create psychic spies that could use paranormal powers to fight the Russians.
That's beautiful. Because the Russians were doing it.
Stargate was shut down after not achieving this goal. The rest of the Bass team was largely unknown. AATIP investigated UFOs for 5 years, from 2007 to 2012. In 2012, the Pentagon pulled the program's funding and shut it down, saying it was determined that there were other, higher priority issues that merited funding. Despite losing funding, Luis Elizondo claimed he kept AATIP going for years after this.
So he just kept AATIP going all on his own. Right? Hey, we're cutting the funding to AATIP. What am I supposed to do now? We don't know, Lou, but we're going home, man. Next time, buddy. Next time. You can come out of the basement, Lou. I'll catch up with you guys later. I can't. I've got to have a job. If I don't have a job, I can't get the loan I want. If I can't get the loan I want, I can't get the money. I've got to have money. I just can't have enough. Maybe my dad will help me. I got to keep this going. Nobody can know about it. Oh, no, better yet, everybody can know about it. Because I'm going to act like we're still getting the funding. Yeah, that's it. And I'm going to keep the program going. And nobody's going to know. I mean, is that what he's thinking? He's going to keep it going even though there's no funding. No more. Bye-bye. Closed up the program. This bullshitter is real.
Staying on as the program's director. On October 4th, 2017,
I don't know why that makes me laugh. All right, here we go. On October 4th.
Elizondo resigned from his job at the Pentagon, frustrated that UFOs were not taken seriously by military leaders at the Department of Defense. Immediately after his resignation, Elizondo, Hal Puthoff, and others took the AATIP UFO story to former Blink-182 rock star Tom DeLonge and his To the Stars Academy, or TTSA, a for-profit science and entertainment company. On October 11th, TTSA held a press event featuring Tom DeLonge, Lou Elizondo, Hal Puthoff, and other former government officials who claimed to have new revelations about UFOs.
This is just getting good, kids. This is just getting good. I am really enjoying watching this again. I tell you, I didn't think I would, but I'm watching it. I think, oh, hey, Brent Stromsness. I can never say your name right. Bengt. Thank you very much. That's $2.03 on PayPal. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Mucho gusto supportso. I think there was a Cash App too, right? Yeah. I bet you it's Randall Hill. It's Randall Hill. Thank you for the $2 again on Cash App, Randall Hill. Speaks. Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate it. That was the Cash App. Yeah, I like that you use that. This always bothered me. 2017, this fake press thing. But, you know, they got all the shrunken heads there, so, and the one melon. Well, you know, they should have, never mind.
DeLonge introduced Elizondo to the world for the first time.
My name is Lou Elizondo. For nearly the last decade, I ran a sensitive aerospace threat identification program focusing on unidentified aerial technologies. It was in this position I learned that the phenomena is indeed real.
Oh,
In addition to revealing
man,
Elizondo
those pierced
and the
lips tell everything about what he just said there. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know he was only 5'4". He's not a tall person. Yeah, small legs. You can tell, real small. Can't see the calf muscle.
the Pentagon UFO program, DeLonge also announced that he was going to
build an exotic craft with an energy source that can revolutionize the world.
build his own UFO. Another presentation by former DoD official Chris Mellon revealed a shocking new UFO case, and he displayed a large photo of the UFO.
At one point, the object
Remember
soars
that?
to 80,000 feet, hovers, then drops at supersonic speeds, coming to a full stop. How did it accomplish these feats?
The UFO in the photo was later reported to just be a blurry party balloon.
You know. Why? Why did people donate to that? I got something on my mouth. I don't know. Huh. It's odd. What was I saying? Boy, it got quiet, didn't it? You could hear a pin drop today. It's weird. You know, this really frustrates the hell out of me. Yeah, I don't like it. No, that fake press conference, there was nobody in the auditorium. That's why you never see when they show them on TV, like on the news, or show the clips like they are here. You never hear them walking up. They're always talking over it, or music's playing, something's happening. You know, you can't hear how open that area is, that there's nobody in that arena. Whatever. But this cracks me up. They're showing us an object that went from 80,000 feet down to 50 in less than 2 seconds. Yep, that unimaginable hypersonic #1 balloon that Hasbro made. I can't think right now. Let me just, I got to stop it, guys. I have to stop this every couple minutes. I have no choice. Maybe I won't play the whole thing.
Balloon. The mainstream media reaction to this event was couched as cheeky celebrity news, rather than science
we know all
or
this.
national defense.
Right? We know all this.
May not be alone. Whatever that means.
See how he does that? Oh, I hate that.
Within days, hundreds. The first domino had finally fallen.
There is very compelling evidence that we may not be alone. Whatever that means.
And you know, I purposely think... no, I'm not.
Ain't gonna stop till we're all the way there. Full speed ahead.
Was off. That
Damn it.
But some people had doubts. They noticed that something was off. That some things were not adding up. One of those people was researcher John Greenwald, one of the nation's leading authorities on government secrets. He runs the Black Vault, a website that hosts millions of pages of government documents obtained via the Freedom of Information Act. When he read the December 2017 UFO stories, he immediately noticed some strange discrepancies.
Well, right off the bat, I noticed that the reporting from Brian Bender at Politico and Leslie Kean, Ralph Blumenthal, and Helene Cooper at New York Times had a slightly different program name. Politico says Advanced Aviation Threat Identification Program. New York Times reports Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program. Why was there that difference? The amount of sources that both news media outlets had were very, very small and likely the same. So how is it that the reporting was different? As the reporting went on, it got worse. I mean, there were like 7 or 8. I lined them all up with dates and who the media outlet was. And there were like 7 different variations of what AATIP even stood for. And to an investigator or a researcher like myself, and there's a lot of other people out there, if you're looking into something, you need to have the name right. Because if you don't have the name right,
acknowledging its Advanced Aviation Threat Identification Program.
Pentagon has confirmed the existence of the Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program.
The
So we know what's going on here. Maybe it really is a UFO program. AAWSAP. You realize it was AAWSAP, right? We're going to get into it here. I'll jump. I mean, a lot of you know about the $22 million and all that stuff. I know. I see everybody here. You guys know the story. But there's some things in here that are just fun to listen to again. And it just gives a reminder that the way I thought about Lou Elizondo and TTSA, Tom DeLonge, that what I thought was right at the time, I am being proven that I was right. And it's not about being right. It's about being smart and seeing through the bullshit. Because who cares who's right and who's wrong? I don't care about that. I just want the truth. But they can't give us the truth. So what are they covering up really? Do you really believe these anomalous lights, these tic-tacs and other things that they say they see, not you or I, the military, the pilots, is it really what they're seeing, or are they covering something else up? Like, hey, everybody has to sign an NDA. I mean, what do? They get everybody to sign an NDA and say, we're going to be testing this secret technology that the government has. Somehow, we don't know how they got it. But you see those lights out there? Yep, those are them. And they're going to be following your aircraft around. Don't be alarmed. everything's in control. It is foreign technology to us, but you're going to see some things you can't believe. And just to let everybody else know, these are the UFOs that people were seeing. But sir, what about the abductions? Silent, Johnson. But there's millions of abductions. Johnson! I'm not saying these are aliens or alien technology. But it's being covered up, and you signed your life away today with the NDA. And so did those 3 other warships. That's not what happens. Is that what happens? No. They hide it from us. So maybe they really don't know what these lights and anomalous things are. Because it's not easy to keep a secret. We all know that. But what is their main purpose? Are they really looking for the phenomenon? Or are they just giving themselves careers for the next 20 years after they retired? That almost sounds really way too selfish. So I think when it comes down to it, I think their hearts were in the right place. But there's just so many holes. And why? Why would you lie about some things when you don't need to lie? He says he ran AATIP. Then we see that he was assigned to certain AATIP things or AAWSAP. Oh, God, it's just very, very confusing. And I think that's the way it's done. I think that's the way it's done on purpose. To tell us the truth and then make us think they're lying? Why tell us anything at all? Right? Why? Oh, because we need funding, you're saying. So why doesn't... Because you need you need to have the government behind you if you want to be taken seriously, right? If you want to go to other countries and have the government back you. Because Mellon can afford all this. Bigelow can afford to pay for all this. They don't need to get government funding. But what they do need is the government behind them to do anything they want. To anybody they want. They basically get a license to do whatever they want. I know, I want to say to a degree, but we're talking about the government. There is no to a degree. They do whatever they want. Obviously. Doesn't mean they're always going to get what they want. But it's always nice to have the U.S. government at your back. Because what if Mellon just funded everything, or Bigelow? And just did it privately? Oh. Then they don't have to share it with the world. And we couldn't do FOIA requests, Freedom of Information Act requests on the documents, the things, the planning, and all that. We can't get any information if it's a privately funded thing. So having this go through the government means you and I can see everything they're working on. What's that? Oh. Sorry. I thought it meant transparency. It doesn't. Remember? Thought we were going to have some transparency, but now they're saying they're not going to disclose anything. Oh, I know, Sly. I know. I just want to see a UFO. That's it. You know what I mean? I know, Sly. That's who Lou should be. Lou's Stallone stupid. He's gotta be. He's gotta be, man. I don't know, man. This guy. This whole thing. It doesn't make sense. Yeah. You get the government for protection, for money, which they don't need. So if they don't need the money, they're using the government to have a license to do whatever they want. Say whatever they want, pretty much, and do whatever they want. Yeah, they don't care about the repercussions. What repercussions? Nobody's going to jail. Nobody ever has. People have done way worse and aren't in jail. And people have done far less and are in jail. So that's what I mean. It gives them the license to, pretty much, you can't fight the government unless you're a billionaire. David Wilcox, member David Wilcox from Canada, with a $5. Pretend to know everything you know. Nothing. Oh, pretend to know everything when you know nothing, and people will think you know something. Yeah. But smart people will see those holes, right? And we see it. Everybody saw it. I'm not special. You saw it too. Thank you, David Wilcox. Member David Wilcox, not Wilcoca. Not Wilcoca. This is Wilcox. It's two totally different people. Thank you. Mucho gusto, Generoso, a continuing supporter of Goof On. What's up, Dark Sky? How you doing, man? Gorilla Game is here. Never, I'll be there with bells on, like my grandma would say. Yep. Was that Rocky 2? That was like Rocky 8, I think, something like that. Oh, we didn't do 8, Rock. We didn't do 8. All right, let's, this is just great stuff. This is just, it gets better.
Aerospace.
Aviation.
Aerospace.
Aviation.
The Advanced Aerial Threat Identification Program.
So the writing was on the wall that there was something odd just behind the meaning of the acronym.
Another reported detail that is inconsistent was the years all this supposedly occurred. The original New York Times report said the program began in 2007. But further down the same article, they report the funding and actual contract creation of the program wasn't until late 2008.
Yeah, because Lou was there early. I'm here early, guys. I'm here early. I want to see the UFOs. Somebody show me the UFOs. Because I know they're real. That's funny. Did it start in 07? They didn't get the funding till late in 2008. We're just setting up shop. That's all. We're getting the cameras ready. We're getting all the books, notes, pens, papers, pencils, rulers, protractors, laser pointers. We got it all, Chief. Do you have a pogo stick? Yep. What?
You start digging in on that and realize that the bid solicitation was never posted for companies to bid on getting the contract, wasn't posted until 2008. Yet we were led to believe that AATIP started in 2007.
Created in 2007.
2007.
So how can you solicit bids a year after the program allegedly started when the reporting said $22 million went to a contractor that started a year before the bid went in? Wait, none of that makes sense.
Adding to the confusion, Politico's reporting released on the same day as the Times, with reportedly the same sources as the Times, says AATIP began in 2009. What? Now, in journalism, dates and names are so basic. You want to get the basic names right. You want to get the basic dates right. You can't be a year or two off. And to this day, the reported dates of the UFO program remain all over the place.
Generally, in reporting like that, if one thing is wrong, you have to ask the question, what else is wrong?
Further questions and issues arose with Lou Elizondo's role with AATIP. In hundreds of media reports, Elizondo is credited as the director of AATIP. Media outlets also phrased it as he ran the program, or he was in charge of the program. And Elizondo, without doubt, is the face of this whole story now. But the Pentagon has released statements stating Mr. Elizondo had no responsibilities with AATIP. And this is a statement the Pentagon has doubled down on, and they're not budging. And even now, over 4 years later, this central part of the whole story continues to be disputed. Another confusing detail is, at the very top of the original Times report is a video of a UFO filmed by the US Navy. The Times reports that AATIP investigated and released this now famous video to the public. Yet the video was shot in 2015. AATIP shut down in 2012. Also, the Department of Defense released a statement saying no, that video had not been cleared for public release. And some in the media wondered how much of this was simply a so-called sweetheart deal between Senator Reid and his longtime friend and financial supporter, Robert Bigelow. Back in 2017, there were a handful of journalists who pointed this out as a potential red flag.
Public records show Bigelow contributed about $20,000 to Reid and his Political Action Committee.
That campaign contributor got research contracts from this program. That just is a bad picture.
There are other outstanding questions, confusing statements, and blatant errors. But despite all this, the story, mostly as originally reported over 4 years ago, mostly without any corrections or updates or disclaimers, continues to spread like wildfire and has become legendary.
Different dates, different names. He didn't have responsibilities. He did have responsibilities. Who's Lou? You know, it's really weird. It's just really, 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 really weird. It makes you wonder how many things in our government are handled this way. I can't just think that. I guess if it has to do with national security issues and they want to confuse the public, that's what you do. You have all different names attached to it, or you don't tell anybody what AATIP really stands for, when AATIP was really just a nickname for AAWSAP. That's what it really is. It's AAWSAP. But why and how all this kept going? It's really strange. And that's why a lot of people are confused when it comes to Lou. And it seems like, Lou's popularity has waned as far as likability, but it seems though we're still split down the middle. Whether this guy did work there or didn't, or has helped the UFO community. And I don't think Lou did anything for the community but, break it down, try to get people fighting. Everywhere this guy goes, it's chaos. Everything this guy touches turns to crap. You'll see. The Galileo project that he's involved with for whatever reason, he's on the panel or whatever board, whatever you want to call it, with Mellon, with Nick Pope, for Christ's sakes. Nick frickin' Pope on the Galileo project. I'm pretty sure I'm right about that. But it is strange that you would have those guys in the Galileo project. And believe me, I think Avi Loeb is so smarty stupid. Sorry. He's a gullible man. He wants to believe that. Look, it's fine. We need that. I want to believe as badly as they do. I do. I guess if I had options and the means to, I would probably do similar things to find the truth. Buy a huge telescope, like enormous. Huge cameras. They can see everything far and away. Everything. I would do it all. I understand. But don't be so gullible you let the government eat their way into you, into your project. When has that ever turned out to be good for anything in ufology? Or anything that having to do with fine extraterrestrial life? Raw! With a 5 pound, 5 quid. I can't believe Lou has stooped to this level and called you and other ufologists in the field felons, criminals. Keep your chin up, pal. It's disgraceful. Thank you, Raw. Appreciate that. You are a continuing supporter of GoofOn. Thank you very much. True. Thank you very much. Can't believe he did stoop to that level. But he did say we need to, what did he say, destroy the UFO community and rebuild it? Or no, destroy ufology, build it back up or something with smart people. I think that's what he thinks what's going to happen. By calling us criminals and also, let's not forget, mentally unstable. I'm not mental! Yeah, anybody who doesn't agree, that's character assassination. That's the oldest trick in the book. As a matter of fact, I have a few clips. One clip of Biden doing that. And just because somebody asked him a question about his well-being, he comes back, he says something disparaging about the reporter. Oh, he's crazy or something like that. He did. Do as I say, not as I do. All right, let's continue this. I know I played a lot already. But, yeah, you see the New York Times here.
The New York Times story.
The New York Times really put this all on the map. That's what they're talking about here. And then George Knapp. Oh, yeah, I might as well just play it. It's interesting to hear it all.
Changed everything.
It was a bombshell, right? That's what it was.
This is too big to turn away from.
This is real. Wake up.
TMZ investigates.
I don't know if I'm going to have a job tomorrow just for having this conversation with you.
UFOs, the Pentagon proof. Tuesday at 8.
Then, in October of 2021, the plot twist. Remember that unknown and unnamed individual who was the...
Yeah, and according to, hey! Unidentified Celebrity Review, Lou, says that Lou Elizondo basically was fired. He was let go from TTSA. I just wanted to throw that in there. But this is in, 2021? Here we go. October 2021. Let me go back. Damn it. Yeah. All right. Sorry, guys.
Remember that unknown and unnamed individual who was the first director of the AATIP UFO program? Well, we eventually learned his name, James Lakatsky. And after that, we learned his story. He's finally come out of the shadows to set the record straight. Lakatsky, along with Colm Kelleher, a project manager for the Pentagon program, and journalist George Knapp, released a book titled Skinwalkers at the Pentagon, an insider's account of the secret government UFO program. They say the story we've been told for over 4 years is wrong. Lakatsky's book says, since the December 2017 article in the New York Times, there has been a multi-year frenzy of speculation, misinformation, and confusion about the nature of the program. One of the purposes of this book is to correct the record. Co-author Colm Kelleher did an interview saying,
The New York Times article in December 2017 mistakenly used that acronym AATIP, and they mistakenly assigned Lou Elizondo to be head of this program. And that was a mistake in reporting by the New York Times.
They say many details in the original story were in error. And guess what? There's actually real documented evidence to back that up. And surprisingly, some of these documents have been out in the public domain for years now. It's just that many people, including myself, didn't fully understand what they were or how they related, if at all, to a Pentagon UFO program called AATIP. Probably because they don't mention anything about AATIP and they don't mention UFOs. They mention something else. So I now present to you the mostly untold and underreported story of the Pentagon's AAWSAP program.
I hope you guys are sitting down, because this is going to get dirty, and I don't want anybody to get dirtier. We have super chats here. Hey, welcome to the show with the $1.79 pounds. £1.79. I agree, Rich. Lou is like a tornado, leaves chaos. I'm surprised you didn't say a bull in a china shop. Right? That's the other one. Yeah, it's sad. We were looking for somebody that wasn't there. As much as I was from day one wasn't believing Lou, I was kind of in the back rooting for him. We all were. Man, I don't know how he comes back into the community and expects us to even want to talk about him anymore. It's almost like Stan Romanek. Look that guy up. Thank you. Welcome to the show. A continuing supporter of Goof On. Mucho gusto, generoso. Wasn't there another one? There was another one. No, I thought there was another one before that. Nope, that's it. You're right. Someone should do a parody song using Lue Lue. Oh, that's not a bad idea. Okay. Remember Mike Johnson from Canada with a $7 Canadian super chat. Mucho gusto, generoso, Mike Johnson. So member, so? Yeah, I'll never say that again. See, sometimes I say things, I'm like, ugh. All right, I said it's going to get dirty. This is the stuff that you need to hear for the last time ever again. This is it.
In 2008, at the behest of Senator Harry Reid, the Pentagon, through the Defense Intelligence Agency, created a program not called AATIP, but rather the Advanced Aerospace Weapons Systems Application Program, or AAWSAP. We know this because here's the actual official Pentagon document outlining AAWSAP, not AATIP. The director of AAWSAP was a Defense Intelligence Agency scientist named James Lakatsky. We know this because here is his name listed on official Pentagon documents as being in charge of the program.
Wow.
In many ways, AAWSAP started with James Lakatsky. According to both Lakatsky and Senator Reid, Lakatsky had approached the senator to say he believed the UFO phenomena was real, and he wanted a program to investigate not just UFOs, but also how UFOs might fit into the realm of what we might consider the paranormal. Reid told Lakatsky he would support the creation of a program, but, according to Reid, they faced a challenge: how to convince Congress to allocate taxpayer money to investigate UFOs. Could they create a UFO program without actually mentioning UFOs? Reid told New York Magazine, I said to Lakatsky, well, if you were me, what would you say to people in power in the United States Senate who have huge control over the spending of defense money? And here's what Lakatsky said. What I will do is prepare something for you that anyone can look at that wants to, and it's strictly science. He put it in scientific language, what the study should consist of. Here are the actual AAWSAP contract objectives. There are no mentions of UFOs at all. To anyone reading it, it might seem like just a normal aerospace technology contract.
Okay. So the government gives them the funding, the $22 million, based on lies, somewhat. So it really... So the government unwittingly gave money to a UFO program that lied about what it really wanted to be, about what it was going to study, right? No mention of UFOs or aliens or phenomenon or, anything of that nature. It looks like it's all science, like science talk. Very smart. Because the government would not give them any money to investigate UFOs. Okay, got it. Even though that's what Lakatsky wanted to do. And I liked it. I liked that he was all gung-ho about it. But wow, so AAWSAP is the originator. They got the funding based on lies. Typical government politics bullshit. This is why you can't trust, not anybody, but you can't trust the government. We all know that. You can't say it enough, but you really can't. Sad, right? Ha, we did at the same time, Coral. Thank you. Bill Lacey, $20. Hey, man, thanks. Yeah, I seen this earlier, but oh well. Also, how do you feel now about Friday the 13th with Alien Addict? Yeah, that was fun. That was good stuff. I'm going to talk about it a little bit. Yeah, man. That was it was too long. Should have only been 2 hours. And I wasn't out well yesterday. Still not, but still, yesterday, I almost canceled. 30 minutes before, I almost canceled. And I stayed there that whole time. And then did my show. And Cambion came on, and he was on fire. It was a great Friday the 13th. That's how I feel about it. Thank you, Bill Lacey, a continuing supporter of GoofOn. And that's $20, so appreciate it. Thank you, Bill Lacey. $20 super chat about Friday the 13th and Alien. My gosh! All over everything. Sorry if I ruined that. So we find out the funding is based on lies. Great job.
The actual objective of the program...
Well, that's the only way they could have gotten it, so great job.
...was essentially, using currently evolving technology trends, predict what kind of aerospace technologies foreign adversaries will have 40 years from now. That's basically it. AAWSAP appeared to be something normal, that the government would normally spend money on. AAWSAP was funded with $22 million. The Pentagon awarded the $22 million to Bigelow Aerospace Advanced Space Studies, or BASS. BASS was contracted to perform all of AAWSAP's technical research and analysis.
Here we go. Oh, it's just we're just at the peak.
We know this because here is an actual Pentagon document acknowledging BASS as the contract recipient. BASS was founded by millionaire and longtime Harry Reid financial supporter Robert Bigelow. Within the BASS team was Hal Puthoff, who we already briefly discussed, as well as other scientists with a history of unorthodox ideas, including Dr. Colm Kelleher and Dr. Eric Davis. an astrophysicist who's written papers discussing psychic teleportation, time travel through Stargate wormholes, and bending spoons with your mind.
When I was 10 years old, I saw 9 years old. Who was that guy that could bend spoons? He was on Johnny Carson in 1978, 77. He's still around. I can't remember his name. I can't believe it. He went on Johnny Carson and he couldn't do the magic. He couldn't do anything. He just didn't feel strong. Well, that's because Johnny Carson used his own props and telephone book and other things and his own spoons and said, go ahead and you bend this and do this. And that guy, who was that? Uri Geller. You're Uri Geller. Uri Geller, as Johnny Carson would say his name. Uri Geller. And Johnny knew it was bullshit, you know. For the longest time, the guy just sat there and he goes, I just don't feel strong. I don't feel strong. Yeah, they went to commercial, came back, and he's still sitting there trying to get... But this is what our government believes in. And spoon bending with your mind. It just can't be done. It's a magic trick. And everybody knows. Everybody in the audience knew it was bullshit. So how did Uri Geller get very rich off of the hoax? Because I think a month later or a week later, what's his name? The amazing Randy debunked him and all this stuff. It was terrible. Anyway, I gotta play it. I can't play all this. So anyway, I'm gonna play this as the last segment, and then I'll talk about it for 5 minutes. The rest of it.
Bass hired a team of 50 people, and then the work on AAWSAP began. On the surface, AAWSAP appeared to be an aerospace technology program. To Harry Reid, in his words, AAWSAP was actually a program to study UFOs and related phenomena. With Bass, however, that so-called related phenomena would take AAWSAP in a shocking and very unexpected direction. A lot of AAWSAP's investigations took place at Skinwalker Ranch, a supposed paranormal hotspot in Utah owned by Robert Bigelow. As outlined in great detail, on the record, by Lakatsky and Bass leadership, the so-called Pentagon UFO program was not just a UFO program, but rather an investigation into a cornucopia of spooky and scary things, including werewolves, ghosts, and...
So that's where the money went. I think everybody knows the rest of the story. It's really good. I'll put the link in the description if you haven't seen it yet. There's so much that I want to go over, but if I didn't show you maybe I'll do the second part another day, maybe Monday or tomorrow. I don't know. Yeah, let's just do this. Here's what I'll do. I will play the last segment, or as much as I can.
Act to John Greenwald.
And the volume that's That's not on me if it's low for you, it's them.
In it, Elizondo is challenging the Pentagon press office regarding their statements denying his role with AATIP. Elizondo concedes that his AATIP could be defined more as simply an activity versus an actual program. The second is an annual Pentagon evaluation of Elizondo from the year 2016. It outlines all his officially assigned responsibilities at the Pentagon, none of which have to do with UFOs or anything called AATIP. So with all that in mind, let's look again at the Pentagon's official statement regarding Elizondo. That appears to be a true statement.
Amazing.
In April 2022, Brian Bender, the author of the original 2017 Politico article, tweeted that he now feels like he was purposely misled by numerous sources on what AATIP really was and wasn't. In response to a Twitter user stating, "Seems clear that they wanted to gloss over the paranormal stuff, which is like where all the money really went," Bender replied, 100%. They buried the origin story because they were afraid it would be perceived as an utter waste of taxpayer money. It would have also further soured the whole effort, given the Bigelow connection to Harry Reid. It was a pork project to investigate voodoo that morphed into UFOs. And regarding myself and all the Basement Office episodes I've made about AATIP and Elizondo, I was apparently wrong. It wasn't intentional, but in an honest attempt to report the truth about the Pentagon UFO program, I too feel like I was purposely misled. As for Elizondo, he, along with other former members of Tom DeLonge's To the Stars Academy, have been lobbying Congress to spend more money on UFOs. They say the original New York Times article continues to influence congressional leaders, since many of the paranormal aspects weren't included in that story. Chris Mellon, the guy who once stood in front of a gigantic photo of a blurry party balloon, admits that telling Congress about AAWSAP would be counterproductive.
Why? Why would that be counterproductive? Because Lou Elizondo was supposed to be your front man for UFOs and not Lakatsky? This makes very little sense how and I want to know Lou Elizondo's disciplinary record in the military. That's what we need to know. We'll never get it though, right? Isn't it a DD 24 or something like that? What is that thing called? Your 2214. What is it that you get that? Because I think Lou Elizondo, I think it was a disciplinary move. Now, this is just my theory. Instead of, I think something happened and Lou might have been disciplined. And instead of firing him or giving him a, what do they call it? Discharge? DD214. Thank you, Mystic 15. I think something happened and he was assigned to look at UFOs. And he might have said, "What are you freaking kidding me? Well, this is the only way we can keep you on the payroll, Lou. I mean, what, I want to know if he's had multiple issues with people, or is a recluse, or was a problem. Because the Lou we see today might be the same Lou they saw 20 years ago, 15 years ago, whenever, 07, 08, 09, who knows? Yeah, I do. I want to know if that's why. Something happened. Is it because of maybe he's friends with certain people that he got that? Isn't it? I know he's friends with Mellon, but were they childhood friends? Were they friends in the army? How close was he that he got that job? Was it Harry Reid? Is Harry Reid his father? I mean, who the hell knows? I know we know who they said was Lou's father, but we don't know if that's Lou's father. Bill Lacey, thank you for becoming a YouTube member on GoofOn. I know the name. I'm going to fix it right after the show. I'm going to figure it out. I don't know when after the show. Could be tomorrow. But it'll be after the show. I'll fix it. Thank you for becoming a member, Mr. Lacey. I appreciate that, man. I think you're number 50 or 51. Now let's check now while we're here. Keep saying I'm going to check it, and I never do. Here we go. Settings and channel stats and features. Close. Let's go. Memberships. We have... we lost a couple. 47. All right. Well, I guess that is going to go up and down. That's going to go up and down. So, but thank you very much, guys. Appreciate that. It's unbelievable. I never would have imagined. Thanks, Bill Lacey. Member Bill Lacey. Yeah. Thank you very much. The Gorilla Gamer said it best. Welcome to the family. Officially. Yeah, this is...
Their efforts appear to have paid off. Bipartisan congressional leaders like Senators Kristen Gillibrand and Marco Rubio helped create a new UFO program at the Pentagon. The new program is called the Airborne Object Identification and Management Synchronization Group. And another domino falls. I'm gonna leave you with one more thing. Lou Elizondo said he had nothing to do with AAWSAP. Nothing to do with the werewolves and ghosts and goblins. Nothing to do with AAWSAP. However, in May 2021, Elizondo filed a complaint with the Department of Defense Inspector General's office. Written in his own words, signed with his signature, Elizondo's complaint accuses some at the Pentagon of smearing his reputation by releasing statements denying his involvement as director of AATIP. In his complaint, which I obtained a copy of, he outlines, in detail, each and every role he claims to have had from 2008 to 2017. In 2008, he says he joined James Lakatsky on AAWSAP. His role was, in his words, AAWSAP's Chief of Counterintelligence and Security. From 2008 to 2010, Elizondo describes his various duties with AAWSAP, including reviewing incoming reports from BASS. In April 2010, he writes, Dr. Lakatsky approached me and asked if I would consider assuming the role of AAWSAP and AATIP director. And in May 2010, he says his new role was director for AATIP and AAWSAP.
When you lie, it'll catch up to you. Always does. Yeah, that was from the New York Post on YouTube. That's new. This is the video. New UFOs, werewolves, and ghosts. Shocking truth of Pentagon. AAWSAP program, the basement office. That is the basement office. Pretty good stuff, man. A lot of deception. Multiple names. Aviation. Aerospace. I mean, 7 different names or 8 different names to figure out what the name of it was, what AATIP was. And it was just a nickname, really, for AAWSAP. I skipped over that part, but it really is. It's a weird world. I did get a few more, one more PayPal from Glenn Hargis. Shit. That was, I'm sorry. That was someone else. Zen Master Me with a $5 super or PayPal. Thank you, Zen Master Me. Sorry, I got your name wrong on there. Zen Master Me, everybody. Thank you for that. Continuing supporter of GoofOn. Just a weird. And we got a new patron, Chris Mullins, who signed up today, about an hour ago. Thanks, Chris Mullins. Appreciate that. Yeah, all the links are in the description if you want to support GoofOn. All right, let's go over the frigonometry is that. Let's go over some things here. This weekend in Pennsylvania is the MUFON Symposium. Right now, at this time, Bill Burns is talking about COVID and ancient aliens. And right after that is the dinner buffet and speaker question and answer. Earlier this morning, they had Travis Walton from Fire in the Sky, James Krug, Legends of Atlantis. Nick Pope was there at 1 o'clock, and John Ventry, Ray Palmer, and Shaver Mystery. It's a good day today. Good day over there. A lot of good things going on in MUFON, not MUFON. I can't believe people still, I don't know, man. I want MUFON to just change altogether. I can't believe they're charging you now to see their videos. It's amazing to me, this world we live in. You know, ufology, hold on, let me pull this up. Hold on. It's a cult. What's a cult? Okay, this is what do I already have this up? Excuse me. Oh, Mick West. Oh my God, there's so, hold on, let me see what this is. I don't know, this just came out today, I think, from The Sixth Sense. Anyone can see for themselves how Elizondo not only contradicts himself, but is also a bigot. It's okay for him to support campaigns designed to have people illegally doxxed and deal with harassment, but also support the people doing that. Did I play this already? Thought I played. Let me see if my share is still, if it's working again. Yeah, it doesn't work. Wow. I don't know. I'm going to have to go. I don't like that. I don't like this, the way they have it set up. Something's wrong. I can still share the screen, but for how much longer? I have to do it a different way, a way I don't usually do it. All right. This is the video.
Disrespect and attacks? No, that's not. That's not something that should be. That's not. That's not something that should be supported or condoned.
Start at 4115. That is a great concept. I will support that completely. It's time to give GoofOn a taste of the Great Reset. Report his videos on YouTube for bullying and harassments. Then go to his Patreon and point to his content and report it too.
disrespect and attack.
I think I did play that. It's amazing. It really is. Unbelievable. All right, so Tuesday, I'm going to be live at 10 a.m. in the morning because they're doing the live congressional hearings for the UFOs, and it's going to be on the internet. So I'm going to be live Tuesday. I'll remind us all Monday. I'll remind you the day after. Mystic 15, $20. Thank you. Misnaming and renaming is actually quite common in the military and government. The president, director, or a general can misuse the acronym, and from then on, it changes what the VIP said. Happened several times in my career. Can't speak. I didn't know that. That's interesting. I'm just rereading it. They can misuse the acronym. Yeah, that makes sense, but I don't like hearing that. It's done on purpose, I guess. Thank you very much. Good comment. Thank you, Mystic 15. And the $20 super chat. Come on. We'll give you this one. And very immature, I know. I'm immature. I can't think. My brain is starting to fall apart. How much longer? A few minutes? All right, so the questions, these are draft questions, draft issues and questions for the House on the UAP hearings on the 17th. Let me pull that up. See, now I've got to go through 4 steps. Five steps. And why don't I see it? Is this it? I don't want that to pop up if it isn't. This is weird. See, this is why I don't go this way. I don't like it. I think this is it. Nope, it's not it. I'm not sure I could pull it up. It's not a Chrome. It's not, see, and that's not fair. I want to share this. Now let's try it a different way. I'm going to try this differently. No, it won't work. Watch. Yep. The browser can't access your screen. That's a new thing that this is bullshit. Well, I'll just read it to you. Like I was going to read it, but let you read it with me. So this is from Christopher Mellon. Draft issues and questions for the House UAP hearing on May 17th. Perhaps the most important issue to consider for Tuesday's hearing is the question of UAP in space. DoD and the DNI have acknowledged UAP in the atmosphere and even the ocean. But what about space? The USAF is trying to avoid the issue altogether by employing the highly pedantic argument that because UAP references aerial phenomena, they have no obligation to include space-based trackings in their UAP reporting. I agree the term UAP is linguistically problematic and should perhaps be changed eventually, but this doesn't excuse the Air Force's behavior. If members can confirm UAP in space, they'll make history and help to eliminate an entire category of potential explanations having to do with atmospheric phenomena, Chinese lanterns, drones, etc. The witnesses may say something to the effect of, well, we track tens of thousands of objects in space every day, mostly unidentified space debris and clutter. Sure, but what about unidentified objects that maneuver and appear to be under intelligent control or otherwise? Wow, I don't even know that word. A genteel? Never seen it, and it's never been on my lips. It's never been on Lou's. I don't know what that means, but objects that vertically ascend or descend from orbit or cislunar space. If members can establish that this is not just an atmospheric and oceanic issue, but also manifests in the space domain as well, they will move the ball closer to the goal line by narrowing the range of possible explanations. We understand that in the Nimitz case and others, UAP were detected descending from above 80,000 feet. Did the massive space surveillance radar at nearby Beale Air Force Base not detect these objects along with the USS Princeton? If not, why not? More broadly, what about the innumerable number of cases reportedly involving objects seen shooting straight up and out of sight at incredible, potentially hypersonic speeds? It is hard to believe that with all this activity in the upper atmosphere, nothing has been observed in space that is equally mysterious in terms of origins and capabilities. With that in mind, here are some questions I hope come up on Tuesday. Questions. Does the Defense Department have any information at any level of classification regarding unidentified objects entering and or leaving the Earth's atmosphere that appear to be intelligently controlled? How many such reports are there? Likewise, does the Defense Department have any information at any level of classification regarding the presence of unidentified objects in orbit or anywhere in space that appear to be intelligently controlled or designed? If so, how many? Can we safely assume that the next UAP report to Congress will include all pertinent UAP cases regarding of location? Have any spatial, temporal, or phenomenological UAP patterns been identified? Phenomenological. 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 And then it gets into transparency and a lot of stuff. I wish I could just show you, but I can't. I got to end the show. I want to thank everybody for hanging out on Saturday in the UK. I can't go on. Yeah, my brain isn't working. I got to eat something. But we'll be back. I don't know if tomorrow if I'll be going on anybody's show. I think Artemis, the Josh and Artemis show tomorrow is at 4 p.m. Most likely I'll be going on it. So don't forget to check that. I don't think there'll be a show for me. I don't know. We'll see how I feel. If there is one, it'll be 9 at night tomorrow night. I don't know. I think I need a day off. But anyway, nonetheless, we'll be back Monday at 7 p.m. 7 p.m. 2-hour adjustment. 7 p.m. Eastern. We're trying out a new time. I'm giving up 9 o'clock to Stephen Cambion because he could really do his show easier at 9. And I think I could do mine easier at 7. So we're giving it a try. And sorry if the time doesn't fit with you guys. But believe me, you'll get a better show out of it because I'll be in a better place mentally. Because I'm mentally unstable. Well, we'll be back. You know what to do. I'll let you guys know. And keep an eye on Third Phase UFO Report. Something good coming up on there. And also Patreons and Goofons. something too. Yeah, this weekend's going to be good. Tomorrow's a good day. Just keep your eyes open. You know what we do. And thank you, newcomers and new members and the veterans, for supporting the show the way you do, showing up and hanging out and contributing in the chat room and commenting. Appreciate everything you guys do. We reached 8,000 subs yesterday, and or the day before. I don't remember what day now. But I want to thank everybody for being here and helping GoofOn grow. We could grow faster if I wasn't me. But I'm me. Can you believe that yesterday? You could do so much better if you just took the other shit out. And be like everybody else. I want you guys to have a good weekend. We're Truthology for ufology. See, can't even use my eyes right. Truthology for ufology. Giddy up.
There's a good thing. It's rotating.
What was in the skies of and why did it downwards treasured sites in Christianity? UFOs.